Welcome back to Crafting for the Curve, or Craft for the Curve. We're on day 4, I believe, and I looked around the house, tried to decide what I wanted to do today, and I got some sweaters a while ago from the Goodwill that I wanted to put some HTV on, and I thought, what better to do it than right now, because I gotta come up with things to do every single day. So me and 4 other YouTubers are making crafts every day for 15 days in a row, and we're also giving away a bunch of really cool stuff sponsored by lots of really cool brands like Fiskars, Plaid. I'm giving away like $100 worth of Auntie Tay products, so lots of really cool stuff. And all you have to do is do a craft around any of the crafts that me or the other crafters have done, and hashtag craft for the curve, and we will pick a winner out of all of those. You can either be on Facebook or Instagram. So today I am going to be doing a sweater with 2 colors of HTV, and you can stop there, but I'm going to bling out one of the colors when I'm done. I'm just using black HTV and pink HTV, and that's all you need. I'm also going to be using one of our SVGs from our membership, which is the Marie bundle. So if you go over to classic characters on my website under member SVGs, Disney, classic characters, Marie, this is going to be in one of those bundles, and you can actually just click it and it will download, and it's good to go and ready to upload into Design Space or Silhouette Studio, whatever you're using. So we are going to just get going. I've got my CRICUT Explorer Air 2 down here, fired up and ready to go. I am going to measure this and decide. I think I already set it at like 10 inches, but I just want to make sure that that will work on this sweater. And I do kind of want it a little big. So I have this Mickey sweatshirt that everybody asks about, and I bought this on Amazon. I decided I want to start making my decals on my shirts just a little bit bigger because they're a lot more fun when they take up all the space. Okay, so that seems like it's a good size. I'm gonna make sure that the size is set to that. Oh, my material is set to poster board. We want it set to iron on, but we are using Caesar HTV, which you can get on shopauntietay.com, and if you're a member you get 20% off. So I'm just gonna use a standard grip mat, yet this standard grip mat is pretty used, so it probably works more like a light grip mat. I need to pull out some new mats and or get new mats. Okay, we're just going to cut our black out of black. If you forget to put it on fast mode, you can actually pause your machine and click fast mode. That's a pretty cool hack that some people don't realize you can do. But this is a really simple design, so it's not going to take very long. But if it was something that I was like, oh, I forgot to click, you know, cut 2 times as fast, I could pause right now and click that. All right, so now that my pieces are cut, I'm gonna weed them, and when I get pretty close to finish weeding, I'm going to power on my Easy Press, and I'm gonna show you guys a really cool hack using our silicone mat. So this is the Easy Press 2, and it's the mini version, but the thing I like about the Easy Press 2 is it heats up super fast. So you don't have to turn it on a long time before you need to use it. It'll pretty much be ready for you, you know, pretty quickly. I also like weeding on top of the silicone mat because it kind of gives you a little cushion to push into when you're weeding, and so it helps you really grab in and grab your HTV or your vinyl or whatever you're weeding, so that way you don't have to kind of like pick at it and hope you're not scratching your surface. So I really love that. So we're at 220 degrees. We're heating it up to, I think I have it set at 320. It's kind of like my go-to number to keep it at, just because it works on most of the materials and I don't have to really worry too much about burning the easy weed. Okay, so our Marie SVG actually comes pre-laid out, but I cut it apart to save on HTV because this is a scrap project and I don't have very much of this pink left. So I wanted to be conservative with it. I could have sliced it beforehand as well, but I chose to cut it pre-laid out on this because I had like 6 inches, but I cut around all the little pieces to save this, and then I can cut that into squares later. So that's what I have left over from those 2 scraps. So I still have quite a bit of material left. Okay, so this is an Ann Taylor Loft sweater I got at the thrift store for I think $3 like a month ago. And I really like sweaters this time of year to go like under a jacket, but to put something cute on them, if they don't already have something cute, even makes it better. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're just gonna use the silicone mat because the silicone mat can handle hot glue, heat, all the things, okay? So we're going to just easy press right on top of it. And I do this right on top of my table. You might want to protect your table, but it doesn't transmit enough heat to hurt my table, so I like to just use it directly on it. So I'm gonna heat up my shirt or my sweater, whatever you're using. Go into your closet and find something that just maybe needs to be spruced up. This is actually gonna be the theme for the next like 3 or 4 days. I went into my closet and I found things that I just don't really, I either bought them with the intention to do something to them and now I have the time to do it, or I'm like, this could be better. How can we make this better? So stay tuned for the next 3 days. So I could just leave this like this. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done with it. So I'm just gonna let the easy press do its thing and hold it down. I could just leave it with the black. That would be super cute. And then I could bling in the holes, or like we're gonna do, I'm gonna add the pink and then bling on top of the pink because the pink will shine through and just make the rhinestones that much cuter. Anytime you can bling on top of an already existing color, the better, because obviously like little gaps show up sometimes between the bling, and then you can see that color. And this is a gray sweater, so I don't want to see gray behind the pink. And a lot of people ask why I don't put something on top of my plastic, and it really just depends on the project I'm working on and the type of material I'm working on. So as long as the plastic's on my, oh, I told you guys I would show you this with just the black. So if I just wanted to leave it like this, that's super cute, just the way it is. Or you could go in and just use black and bling in this. Maybe you want to bling it with just some white, but I definitely want this to look like Marie. So I'm gonna put the pink ears, the pink bow, and the pink nose, and then I will bling up either her bow, her nose, and her ears, or just we'll kind of play it by ear. So I'm just gonna be careful not to put my easy press anywhere that the HTV is exposed. If it is exposed, I will use my piece of fabric to cover that, or I'll take some extra plastic that I used from another piece and I'll just cover it up so that the easy press is not ever touching bare HTV. But again, if we were using the mat that comes with the easy press, I would have to be moving this all around, but I'm using just my silicone mat so that it covers a lot more surface and I don't have to sit here and move everything around, so that does save on some time. We'll actually go in with my fabric like this, and I will give it a good iron like this on top of it again, just to make sure that every little piece is down. All right, we just have the nose and then we are done. I just keep a little piece of cotton on hand at all times, and I just fold it up and tuck it right in the handle, and it just stays right in the handle of my easy press right here. And so that way I don't have to worry about finding it. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Again, this is another step you can stop at. So you can stop at the black, or you could stop at the black and the pink. Again, this is available to our members under Classic Characters. This is a commercial use right SVG. If you're a business member, you have commercial use rights, so you can sell things like this. You can go get thrift store stuff when quarantine is over, and you can revamp thrift store items and sell them, because that's really cool. So next step is we are going to bling this. So let me get my bling in the color 16th birthday. All right, so I think I'm going to do just her bow. So I'm going to just dump some 16th birthday in my Recollections fancy tray that has this little hole, and there's a plug that goes in here, but I don't have it in there, so I'm gonna be careful. And then I'm gonna use some E6000 and the Auntietay bling tool to just bling the pink parts. Oh, I have two bling tools here. But our bling tool has the sharp edge and the wax tip, and this will be in stock next week, as well as 40 of our bling colors. All right, so I like to use these small jars of E6000 because E6000 can dry out pretty quickly, and if you aren't using a ton of it right away, then you don't want a whole big jar of it to go bad. So I like to get the multi-pack of the small ones. Another thing is our bling comes in multi-sizes so that you can get really detailed with all the little pieces. You don't have to hope that you have a small enough size for things or a large enough size, because they go all the way from that size all the way down to these itty bitty stones right here to fill in all those little gaps. So you can do big projects, little projects, and every pack comes with 1,400 stones. These things bling so good at nighttime when like light hits them. They will blind people, so just be aware of that. So I really have no rhyme or reason when I am blinging. I just kind of, sometimes I will, if I'm doing a little bit bigger spot, I'll go in with some of the larger stones and just kind of sporadically put them around. I've noticed some people like to outline with the larger stones and then fill in with the smaller stones, or vice versa. You could even do polka dots like this. Like, this is a really cute concept if you don't have a lot left and you just want to get some bling on something, or you're just not big into having a ton of bling. Doing little polka dots gives it kind of like a subtle bling without being too overbearing. You can also dump your crystals right on your project so that you can just pick them up. It does go a lot faster if you do this. This is probably my favorite way to have this. And if you can see, if I leave any little gaps, because I chose to do this on a pink surface, it really makes the crystals blend in. You can't really see those gaps. That's the key to making it not look so much like crystals rather than just like a really sparkly bow. And then if you have any tight spaces, you can use the other side and get some glue in there. I also like to use this to kind of maneuver the crystals around and then push anything down that needs to be held down a little bit better. And a lot of people ask how these wash, and I typically will take anything that I've made to wear and I just wash it on a delicate setting, and then I hang dry it. I don't dry these in the dryer. And then once it's done, I usually try to just give it kind of like a firm press with my hand, just to make sure everything is kind of like locked in place. And then there you have it. Alrighty guys, you ready to see it? Isn't it so cute? So again, you guys can bling more if you want to, but because I have to make a video every single day, I'm trying to get these out pretty quick. So I'm gonna go edit this video for you guys. But don't forget, if you guys do an HTV thrift store piece, make sure to share it on Instagram or Facebook with the hashtag #CraftForTheCurve, and you will be automatically entered for the giveaway. And if you want to see the sponsors and the other YouTubers that are a part of this challenge, check out the description, because really awesome sponsors, really awesome YouTubers, really awesome crafts. See you guys tomorrow.